Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever stopped to think about how every single part of the natural world, from a tiny pond to the massive ocean, works like this perfectly coordinated team? Well, today, we're going to dive into the rulebook for that team. We're talking about ecosystems.
I mean, seriously, how does it all connect? You look outside and you see rocks, you see water, plants, animals, but how do they all fit together? There's this incredible, elegant system at play, a kind of natural teamwork that really is the foundation for all life on Earth.
And the answer to that big question is one word: ecosystem. The best way to think about it is as a community. And that word is so important because it's not just a random collection of stuff. It's a living, breathing network where every single member, living or not, has a role to play.
And here's the really cool part. These communities aren't just in some far-off, remote wilderness. Nope, they are literally everywhere. The forest you might hike through, a huge, sprawling desert, or even that little pond in your local park. Each one is its own unique, functioning ecosystem. So now that we've got that idea down, let's take a super quick tour. You'll get to see just how incredibly diverse these natural communities can be, from the absolute harshest places on the planet to the most lush and full of life.
First up, the desert. A place of extremes. It's all about being hot and dry. And the life here isn't just surviving, it's specialized. Think about cacti. They have these waxy skins to keep from losing water. It's a perfect, genius adaptation for that kind of intense environment.
Okay, so from that sparse desert, let's jump over to a dense forest. It doesn't matter if it's a forest that has all 4 seasons or a tropical rainforest. This ecosystem is all about its layers. You've got the forest floor all the way up to the high canopy, creating tons of little homes for all kinds of animals.
And now let's dive into the biggest ecosystem on the planet by a long shot, the ocean. It is just this vast, interconnected world. I mean, it covers over 70% of the Earth and is home to most of the life here, from tiny plankton all the way up to blue whales. It's mind-blowing.
And finally, to round out our little world tour, we have the grasslands. These are just huge open spaces, mostly grass, obviously, and they support big plant eaters and, of course, the predators that hunt them. It's like the classic picture of a food web in action. So, we've seen all the different places where ecosystems exist, but how do they actually work? What makes them tick? Well, every living thing has a very specific job, and they all fit into a team of 3 key players. So, let's meet them.
Okay, so at the very heart of every single ecosystem is this fundamental flow of energy. It's a really simple but totally brilliant cycle. It all starts with the producers, who make the food. Then, the consumers come along and transfer that energy by eating. And it all wraps up with the decomposers, who close the loop by recycling everything back to the start.
Let's break those jobs down a little more. The producers, we're talking plants, they're the foundation, making their own food from sunlight. Then you've got the consumers, that's animals, and us, who get energy by eating other things. And then you have the unsung heroes, the decomposers. Fungi, worms, bacteria, these guys are the cleanup crew. They break down all the dead stuff and return nutrients to the soil. It's nature's perfect recycling system.
All right, we've covered the places and we've met the players. But this all leads up to the most important question of all: so what? Why does this complicated natural teamwork matter to us? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture.
And this is really the bottom line, isn't it? This isn't just some abstract biology lesson. The delicate balance inside every single one of these ecosystems is directly, and I mean directly, linked to our own survival.
And the reason is actually pretty simple. Healthy ecosystems provide services that we literally cannot live without. They give us food, they give us clean water, clean air to breathe, they provide homes for every animal and plant, and in doing so, they keep all of nature in the delicate balance that allows us to thrive.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Producer, consumer, or decomposer? Which one of these jobs is the most important? It's funny because that's actually a trick question. The whole point of an ecosystem is that no single role is more important than the system itself. If you take away any one of those players, the whole team collapses. The most important thing isn't a single role, but the connection between them all.